What happens when the internet gives fame to people who never should have had a platform in the first place? Not talented people, not responsible ones, just the ones who knew how to exploit the system, break the rules, and grab attention no matter the cost. One of the clearest examples is Jack Doherty. Jack started as a teenage prank YouTuber. At first, it was silly stuff, jumping on furniture at Walmart, pretending to be security guards, harmless chaos that got a few laughs. But as his views grew, so did his willingness to push boundaries. He started featuring girls in his videos who appeared way too young for the kind of suggestive content he was pushing. The thumbnails got more provocative. The situation got more uncomfortable. Viewers raised concerns in the comments, but those concerns were drowned out by the engagement metrics. Then came the legal threats. One girl's mother went public, accusing Jack of exploiting her daughter for content and views. She claimed he'd manipulated the situation, used her daughter's image without proper consent, and profited from content that put a minor in compromising positions. Jack denied the allegations, hired lawyers, and kept posting. The controversy didn't hurt him, it made him more visible. But that wasn't the end. Jack got involved in a crypto project, a flashy McLaren-themed meme coin he helped promote to his young audience. The token was marketed with all the usual crypto hype: community building, exclusive access, and potential profits. People invested, many of them fans who trusted Jack's endorsement, but the token crashed within weeks, and many now believe it was a textbook pump and dump scheme. Investors lost money, trust was broken. Jack's response? He moved on like nothing happened. But he's not alone. This next one is messier than it looks. Bobbi Althoff became a viral name through her podcast clips, but the controversy runs deeper than awkward interviews. She built her brand on deadpan humor and uncomfortable interactions with high-profile guests, particularly black male celebrities like Drake and Lil Yachty. The cringe was the point, the awkwardness got views. Her TikTok clips racked up millions of impressions.
What?
See what?
Date somebody exactly like you?
Yeah, I just am curious.
I don't know how you are.
Critics started pointing out troubling patterns in her interview style. Music journalists and cultural commentators noted how her clueless white woman persona seemed deliberately crafted to make black guests uncomfortable, turning their reactions into viral moments. The optics were problematic. A white woman profiting off making black men the butt of jokes they weren't in on. As the clips kept going viral, people started questioning if the whole persona was manufactured. Some claimed she was an industry plant, someone backed by managers trying to create a viral character. Others wondered if her admitted persona of going where the money was instead of being authentic revealed the calculated nature of her content. Now, let's talk about someone who turned 30 seconds of fame into a full-on hustle, Hailey Welch. Hailey went viral after one clip, a crude joke delivered during a street interview. It was vulgar, unexpected, and perfectly timed for TikTok's algorithm. The clip took over social media overnight. Most people assumed she'd vanish in a week.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to and spit on that thing, you get me?
I don't get you. I think you gotta demonstrate.
Hawk to it, spit
No, like-
on it, spit on it!
She saw an opportunity and grabbed it. She launched a crypto coin called the Hawk to Our Coin, promising all the typical influencer crypto buzz, exclusive community access, regular giveaways, and behind-the-scenes content. She appeared on podcasts, signed with management, and started building what looked like a legitimate personal brand. But the crypto project fell apart quickly. The coin's value plummeted. Fans accused her of misleading them about the project's legitimacy and potential returns. CoffeeZilla, a popular online scam investigator, exposed the whole operation as a poorly planned cash grab. He showed how the tokenomics were designed to benefit early insiders, how the marketing was misleading, and how regular investors had no real chance of profiting. Wallets were drained, trust was broken, people demanded refunds. Hailey's response? She avoided accountability, gave no refunds, and moved on to the next opportunity. She continued doing podcast appearances, signed with bigger management, and stayed on the influencer circuit. It didn't matter that she'd just scammed her first wave of fans. The audience kept growing. The algorithm didn't care about ethics, it cared about engagement. Johnny Somali is one of the most notorious examples of a creator using harassment as content. He traveled to Japan and filmed himself shouting racial slurs at locals, mocking cultural traditions and vandalizing public spaces. This wasn't an accidental offense or cultural misunderstanding. He was deliberately trying to provoke the strongest possible reaction from people who couldn't fight back. He filmed every second of it. The shock, the anger, the confusion. He turned other people's pain into his content, their dignity into his profit. His behavior got so extreme that he was physically assaulted by civilians multiple times, arrested by Japanese authorities, and eventually banned banned from several major platforms, and still, clips of his content kept getting shared across social media. His fanbase grew in certain corners of the internet. For months, platforms allowed him to continue operating, monetizing harassment and hate. It took foreign law enforcement, not platform policies, to finally shut him down. And even after his arrest and deportation, he remains known, watched, and bizarrely influential in the world of toxic live streamers. Even creators who start with genuinely good intentions can find themselves caught in this system. Beast became famous for giving away money, planting trees, and paying for life-saving medical procedures. He built an empire based on generosity and positivity. His videos helped people, inspired charity, and created genuinely wholesome content. But as that empire expanded into food brands, gaming apps, and business investments, the cracks started to show. Former employees began speaking out, alleging a toxic work environment behind the cameras. They described unreasonable expectations, mandatory overtime, and a culture of burnout disguised as a hustle mentality. The same drive that made his charitable content possible was reportedly crushing the people who made it happen. His Beast Burgers brand was hit with serious complaints from customers who received undercooked, moldy, or completely inedible food. Health department violations piled up. Some customers even took legal action, claiming food poisoning and false advertising. The brand that was supposed to extend its positive influence was instead causing real harm to real people. For the first time, the shine started to wear off. He's still a top-tier creator with millions of subscribers, but now more people are watching to see what goes wrong next than what good deed he'll do. Camila Ajo is an adult content creator on OnlyFans who gained mainstream attention through one of the most disturbing viral moments in recent memory. She posted videos involving her younger brother and directed the audience to the link in her bio. The content was immediately flagged as inappropriate by viewers who recognized the exploitation happening in real time. Accusations came fast and furious. People reported the videos to every platform they could find, but by then, the damage was done. The videos had already gone viral, spreading across Twitter, Reddit, and TikTok faster than moderators could remove them. Instead of facing serious consequences, Camila's profile skyrocketed. She didn't apologize. She didn't step back. She made more money, gained more followers, and generated more traffic. The outrage became her marketing strategy. She's still active today, still profiting from that moment of viral exploitation. No meaningful ban, no lasting consequences, just more traffic, more money, and more proof that the internet rewards its worst actors. And then there's SSS Sniper Wolf, one of the biggest female content creators on YouTube. She built a massive, loyal fan base through reaction videos and cosplay content. But during a public disagreement with fellow creator Jax Films, she crossed a line that should have ended her career. She went to his house and posted a photo of it online, effectively doxing him to millions of followers. The backlash was immediate and intense. People called it dangerous, potentially criminal behavior. Even YouTube had to address the situation publicly. She deleted the post and offered a vague apology, but the damage was done. This isn't about internet drama or celebrity gossip. It's about real harm being monetized and real consequences being ignored. Children are being exploited. Fans are being scammed. Strangers are being harassed. Hate is being promoted. And every click, every view, every share makes it more profitable. These stories aren't outliers anymore. They're the norm. The internet has created a system where the worst behavior gets the biggest rewards, where crossing ethical lines isn't just tolerated, it's encouraged by the algorithm itself. The machine keeps running, the money keeps flowing, and the worst people keep winning.